Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tips for Teens. I have the wonderful Marcus McGirt with us on today. He will be our guest to share some wonderful tips with our teenagers. So, Mr. McGirt is the founder of Save Our Youth Mentoring Movement, and he's going to share a little bit about himself as well as about Save Our Youth so everyone will know more about that organization. He's going to share some tips as well at the end, but first, we want to start off by getting to know you a little bit more for those who may not know you.
Okay. So, a little bit about me. Born and raised in Latta, South Carolina. I'm a 2012 graduate of Latta High School and a 2017 graduate of Morris College. Through my matriculation at Morris College, I served as a senior class president. I was the treasurer and vice president, as well as the dean of pledges for Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. I was awarded a couple of awards while I was there. Now through life, I started my career with Department of Juvenile Justice back in 2018 under the leadership of yourself, Ms. Ford. Fast forward to now, I'm currently the regional supervisor for the Employment Services Division for Department of Social Services, where we help a TANF program called Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. So we help adults break barriers to be able to have gainful employment, so that way they can provide for their family and, provide that assistance for putting food on the table and things of that sort.
Okay. Well, can you tell us a little bit about Save Our Youth Mentoring Movement? What made you start the organization? And tell us a little bit more about it.
Yes, ma'am. The organization started back in 2016 in the summertime. We had a series of gun violence that was going on in Dillon County, and I was in college at the time, and it just dawned on me that it was something so much better for the youth to be able to do during this time and this transition, and it needed to have someone that was positive, that went through their situation, to be able to come back and give insight to what was going on in the county. So, one night I had a dream, and I just saw Save Our Youth flash in front of me, and it went from there. So I began to pray and talk to certain people in my circle to let them know what I was trying to do. And the supporters, the help, everything kind of fell in place where it was. And here we are walking into year 6 this year.
Okay, that is wonderful. You all have done some great things with Save Our Youth. Can you tell a little bit about the back to school giveaway that you have done?
Yes, ma'am. So this year is the 6th annual back to school bash that'll be held in August. Primarily, our biggest yet, we've served 394 in one single setting, with giving out backpacks full of school supplies to youth in our community. This is an every year event that happens at the Latta Elementary School, the old Latta Elementary School. We take pride in making sure that, we assist our parents in the community, as well as, Dillon County, to make sure their students are ready for school. That should encourage them to and motivate them to be able to be successful by giving them the necessary tools that they would need to provide and do their own scholastic schoolwork and stuff as well. We follow that up either in the same evening or the next weekend with a gala. That gala commemorates our first year guys that's in our mentoring program as mentees. So they get their rites of passage, so to speak. So they get a blazer at the end of year 1 that continues to promote leadership and lets them know that they can dress for success, as well as continuing to better themselves as young men and individuals for society, trying to break statistics that's already set among them. It said that with statistics, 34% that Black males do not graduate high school and go on to college or go on to have aspirations after high school. So we're trying to break that barrier to let them know that there's someone here that can help you break the cycle, that can help you do better, that want to encourage you. And I don't do this alone. I have a great group of young males who I call brothers that help me with this as well. And I have a lot of supporters that team up with me to get the job done. So Save Our Youth is definitely moving in the right direction, and it is here to stay. So I'm looking forward to more progress and more things to come.
Right. This summer, you did a kind of like a retreat. I know you didn't call it a retreat, but you did an event for the young males. What was your inspiration behind that, and how did that go for you?
Yes, man. We did the first ever 2020 team retreat, so it was our first ever
Mm-hmm.
one mid COVID.
Mm-hmm.
We want to thank Pastor Sean Myers for allowing us to use his church community worship center for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the aspirations behind it, because a lot of our males, they don't know how to tie ties.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a workshop with them, learning how to tie ties. They
Mm-hmm.
don't understand the importance of substance abuse. We had Care South, the program director for opioids, Sean Myers, come out and talk to them about opioids and drug abuse, substance abuse, and teen pregnancy prevention. We also had yourself, Ms. Ford, to come out and do our first aid CPR classes, because a lot of our guys in the neighborhood or in the surrounding areas, they don't understand the importance of being first aid and CPR certified. So
Mm-hmm.
being able to see them be thrilled to have somebody there to show them the necessary steps to take if somebody needs help, that was a big
Mm-hmm.
plus. We also had LaVonda McMillan from Sharon View Federal Credit Union in Florence come out to give them necessary tips about how to successfully open a checking and savings account, banking, talk about mortgage and credit, so that enhance their mindsets on what they should do with their money. And then we had our
Yes.
very own Tracy Jackson, who's in the program and is a senior with a 4.9
Mm-hmm.
GPA, come and talk to them about the things that are peer pressure topics, what not to do, what to look for when you're going to school, how to score high on the SAT, because he currently holds an 1120 for the SAT and a
Mm-hmm.
23 for the ACT. So he talked to them about test prep,
Yes.
preparation, getting that good night's rest, and applying pressure for the next level for themselves.
Right. Right. So you have some tips that you want to share with the young people. You have, a load of experience working with young people in several platforms. So
Yes,
what advice can you give for our teens?
one, the first one would be respect. Of course, always show peers, adults, yourself, and strangers respect, because you just very well may be entertaining someone who could help you get to the next stage of life. A simple gesture of respect can definitely go a long way if they apply it every time.
Mm-hmm.
um, their appearance. We want to definitely heavy hit on that, because young man, if you're listening out there or you're watching the replay or the recap, your undergarments are just that, your undergarments. They are not
Right.
made to be seen, as your outerwear clothing, and you can miss out on opportunities just by, sagging your pants or having your underclothing showing. You could be the most respectful man out here, but because you gave someone else the chance to prejudge you, you missed the opportunity.
Right.
And young ladies, the same thing. It's okay to cover up yourself in a respectable manner. It's okay to have self-respect. It is definitely okay to miss out on the latest trends and not fit in. It's okay to love yourself first. A lot of our young ladies don't know how to, in fact, love themselves first, because sometimes they're missing that father figure in their life. But, it's okay to be self-motivated, a self-starter, and staying true to yourself and not let anyone steal something that's so precious to you from you.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I just want to tell you, ladies, they're valuable and they're worth the wait from the right person.
That's right.
Um,
That is so true.
yes, ma'am. It is. And the third one would be community service and work ethic. I would add that teens should at least complete 4 community service projects yearly to gain networking opportunities, gain hard work ethic for themselves, not for anybody else, but especially for themselves, because having that work ethic now will put them in a far better place later in life to be able to add
Mm-hmm.
that to their resume. They can walk somebody through something that can ultimately depend on them earning extra money for college or for a side hustle or something of that sort.
Right.
So of course, making sure that they're utilizing their time wisely to complete community service projects for greater opportunities and advancements later in life. And I
Mm-hmm.
think the last one, the really big one, that a lot of us tend not to push a lot. Sometimes it's because we don't understand and we let our pride get in the way of the
Mm-hmm.
understanding of it. But education and academics,
Right.
ensuring that our young teens are making the most out of their day with the academics, staying on top of their GPA from as soon as they hit high school. They should be already
Mm-hmm.
on top of it, making sure they're maintaining the good grades throughout their high school tenure. Of course, to put them in a place for a free education or free trade school
Mm-hmm.
program. Not everybody wants to go to college, but trade
Right.
schools are important. Military is important. So whatever they
Mm-hmm.
want to do, making sure they set themselves up to succeed and not fail. Maybe they want to become business owners at a young age to be successful. So start now to making those connections, get with somebody that can mentor you and help you shape for a better tomorrow. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
like I always tell my guys, it starts while they're young. So that
Mm-hmm.
way you can be dedicated and have that time to your studies and be all you can be. And of course, the ultimate factor for me that I see now is that a lot of our athletes, it's
Mm-hmm.
imperative that they utilize the resources that's around them, so that
Mm-hmm.
they can one day play D1, D2, NAIA, JUCO, whatever level program that they can win to ultimately help their family become successful altogether. So, it's the small things. We tell our kids every day, it's the small things. And being with Upward Stars, we tell them every day, you can be the best ball player, but if you don't have the grades to match, who's going to notice you? So it's the
That's
small
true.
things that start on the court, and it's also the small things
Mm-hmm.
that start in the classroom.
That's
So
right.
yeah, we definitely have to change the narrative for our young people, and that's why I'm here to assist.
That is so true. And that was a great list of advice and tips for our teens. It was very well rounded to start from the foundation of respect and taking it to the educational level, because there are so many things that make up a team, make up the things that they need. And again, with all the experience that you have and working with young people, if anyone was interested in learning more about Save Our Youth, or if a young person had a question, they wanted to reach out to you, what is your website and an email address or any type of contact information that you can share to give out so that they may reach out to you?
Okay. Yeah, most definitely. If parents or any youth have any questions or concerns or want to reach out about the program, they can definitely reach me on Facebook, Marcus McGirt on Facebook, or they can reach the Save Our Youth page on Facebook. The messages come
Mm-hmm.
directly to me or my intern that we just put in place. They
Mm-hmm.
can visit us on the website at www.saveouryouthmentormovement.org. Um, I don't mind sharing my number. It's kind of public. Everybody calls me anyway. It's not hard to get in contact with me. I'm always around. I'm always busy, but I always make time for the next generation, because that is truly my passion. I didn't really kind of have that growing up, as I lost my dad when I was 11 years old. So being able
Mm-hmm.
to be that big brother or big supporter that's in their corner, that's really big to me. Um, and I guess for instance, I told you I'm like a deacon. I go all out. But I guess it's big to me because character is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, I guess, so to speak. So 10 years ago, it was said that I wouldn't live to see 18, and now fast forward 10 years ago, I'm here in a place where I can help other young people be successful and grow. And I guess that's the
Yes.
ultimate goal for me. Never to intend to hurt anybody, never intend to do anything that's malice
Mm-hmm.
or out of my control. Making sure that I'm always standing 10 toes down to help the next level and encourage them to be all that they can be. So,
Right.
like my grandmother used to tell me, your name is the only thing you have. So
Right.
therefore, Marcus McGirt will stand on everything that he's ever put forth his best effort upon. So of course,
Yes.
I went left, but it said all that to say is that it's not about how you start; it's merely about how you finish.
Right. That's true. Now that's the way to finish right there. Not about how you start, but how you finish. So
Yes,
regardless of
ma'am.
the things that you went through in your past, to any young person, you are still able to make it.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
Mr. McGirt is living proof. but but thank you so much for sharing this space with Beyond Empowerment today. To everyone who checked in and watched this, and even if you're watching on the replay, please reach out to Mr. McGirt for any additional questions about Save Our Youth and any projects that he has going on. You can also be a contributor or give donations if you wish, if you desire to do so. Please make sure that you are supporting this strong program that is available throughout Dillon County and surrounding areas. He is available and ready to assist.
Yes,
Thank you
ma'am.
all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.